Hey you guys, it's your girl Makeup Notion, and I'm back with another video after such every time I say I'm going to do better, so I'm not going to say it this time. I'm just going to do what I can. Hopefully you guys enjoy me. If not, you know that you have the option to leave. So let's get real. And if you're new here, thank you for watching. If you are not new, thank you for coming back. And I love you guys. So, wow, where do I begin? Okay, so we all know that we're in a pandemic right now. A lot has happened during the pandemic. Before, when I first made my YouTube channel, I was doing makeup, but then I had to stop because of the pandemic. I didn't want to bring anything home, so I basically just stopped doing makeup altogether. Eventually, I lost my passion for it, and now I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. So this video is for those people who lost their motivation, their drive to do, you know, the things that they wanted to do, and really struggled and had a hard time with it. We're gonna get back in the groove because although 2022 we may still be in a pandemic, we still want to do better because it won't always be a pandemic, and so we gotta start somewhere. So you know, first I want to start by saying, you know, we are human. Somebody told me you have to have grace with yourself. You have to, because a lot of times we put ourselves down because, oh, I don't post every day, so let me beat myself up about it. No, it's the action in which you say you're going to do something that actually makes a difference. Like I said, I was going to post a YouTube video. Here I am filming one. So it's like, it's the baby steps that lead up into the big steps. So if you feel discouraged and you feel like you can never get anything done and blah, 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 and listen, it will pass, okay? Nobody's perfect, and we all have to start somewhere. Every entrepreneur didn't start off consistent. They had issues. So as long as we get there, you'll be okay. Learn how to have grace with yourself, have talks with yourself, and hell, if you can't talk to yourself, confide in somebody that you trust, or, you know, talk to a random person that doesn't know you, so that way they don't have to spread your business around town because they don't know you. So whatever. Yes, I am drinking wine because it's my off day, and I just felt like it. So trying to be entrepreneur or being an entrepreneur it's not easy. I faced a lot of challenges being an entrepreneur because you see people on Instagram, you see people, maybe even people that you've met before, that talk about entrepreneurship and explain how successful they are and how they got there, but what works for them does not work for you. Let me start by saying that. So you can't expect somebody else's journey to be your journey. A lot of times we take classes on how to be successful in 24 hours or, you know, or in 6 months. And to be honest, it may not work for you because you can do all the things that they did and it's still not work for you. So let's keep that in mind when we are trying to reach a higher goal, that we're not them. And everybody's journey is different. God made our journeys different. And for you to know your lane, your place, and to know that what's for you, it's not for somebody else. And what God has for you, it's just for you. And we don't all walk in the same shoes. So that's important to know. The second thing, if you really want to be successful in the industry or YouTube, whatever it is that you want to do not compare yourself to the next person. Comparing will only get you stuck. And you don't want to be stuck. Nobody wants to be stuck. When you compare, oh, this person has this, so I can have this. Listen, you're going to be comparing your whole entire life. So I'm telling you now, do not depend, sorry, my phone went off. do not depend on other people to get you where you want to be. Don't look at somebody else's success and say, oh, I should have the same too, because that is not true at all. Stop looking at other people's stuff and saying, oh, I'm mad because I want that or this, that, and the third. No. Don't compare. So while in the pandemic, I also started a lip gloss line. Something I really love, and I really found another talent and passion for lip gloss. I love my lips to be glossy and moisturized, so you know, I had to. I should have put some gloss on before I did this video, but it's okay, because there will be others. But yeah, I found a passion for lip gloss, and during the pandemic, I realized that it's so many things that I want to do. Why just do one? But doing all is definitely going to keep me busy, and it's not always going to be easy, but let's give it a try. If you are feeling unmotivated and you know you're just not driven like you were before COVID, I'll say this. I decided to start taking makeup clients again maybe about a month ago. Within that month, I've done 4 people, which may not be a lot to you, but it's a lot for me because once again, I don't have any clientele. And I charge the price that I normally charge, $65 for natural glam and $75 for, you know, over the top diva glam, you know, with glitter and different colors of eyeshadows, all that stuff. So what I would say is, like with me, I basically would ask my mother, like, "Mike, you be my model today?" And then I had a friend come over and we did makeup on each other. So sometimes you gotta kind of like just get up and put yourself out there, have somebody come over. Once you start getting back in a groove of things, like, okay, I did makeup before, but during the pandemic I haven't done a face, and then you turn around and you doing people, like even if it's just your family, you know, back to back, you asking them to come in and be your model, and they're coming, and you start doing makeup, you know, twice a week, then turn to 3 times a week, stuff like that. That helps, because then you start to get back into the groove of things, and then you start to love it again. You start to love it again because that's what you were doing before. So it's really important that even though you may not have the motivation, sometimes you have to have the discipline. And it's this girl that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Jasmine Bad, and I was on her live and I was asking her, like, how do you stay, you know, motivated to keep going in your business? Like, how do you stay consistent? And she said, honey, if you're looking for motivation to make you successful, you're never going to be successful. She was like, it takes discipline, because everybody loses motivation at some point, but your discipline, you being real with yourself and saying, hey, if I don't get up today, my business is not going to make no money. That's what you need to count on. You have to be disciplined and know that everything starts with you. Even if you don't feel like doing it, you got to do it for your business. Like she even said, like, I didn't feel like getting on live today, but I got on here. Sometimes you just don't feel like it, and it's okay. But you have to be disciplined when trying to be successful, because if not, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Also, you can't depend on other people to be your motivation either. Sometimes you got to be motivation for yourself, and you have to be driven for yourself. I feel like it's easier for people with like children, and you know, they have like priorities and obligations to be consistent in business, because they know, like, if I don't do this, then my kid can't eat, or if I don't do this, the person that's dependent on me can't eat. So that drives them. But somebody who don't have children like me, no real, I don't want to say real responsibilities, but I don't have any kids. I don't have anybody dependent on me. So for me, I have to be more disciplined with myself. That's important. If you are looking to get your drive back, listen, get a piece of paper and write down all the reasons that you want to be an entrepreneur. Pros of being an entrepreneur and cons of being an entrepreneur. What will happen if you decide not to be an entrepreneur, and what will happen if you do. And if you have a problem with authority figures, like you have a problem with having a manager or just somebody else overseeing you or telling you what to do, you need to have your own business, because there's no way that you are going to be successful in any business field if you can't learn to listen to people. So with that being said, you need to work for yourself, period. Yep. Silence. Just need to work for yourself. So also set a goal for yourself. So let's say you set a goal. Let's say you sell tennis shoes. I got 10 pair of tennis shoes. Out of that 10, I need to sell at least 3 pair this month, right? And I say 3 because if you just start off selling tennis shoes, nobody's just going to up and just buy out your tennis shoes. I'm sorry. Because tennis shoes are based off quality, but a lot of people buy tennis shoes based off of advertisements. So like big companies, a lot of people follow the trend. So if you're not really trending, it is harder for you to get customers. I even noticed that with, at first with me, like when I was selling my lip gloss, like people not gonna buy lip gloss from me right away when it's people out here selling lip gloss. Like you got MAC, you got Maybelline, you got CoverGirl, you got the J Nova collection. You have so many other lip gloss companies, so they're gonna look at them before they look at the small ones. And a lot of people saying, oh, support small businesses, and they still don't. So us new entrepreneurs and small business owners, and I don't even like saying small business, us new business owners, like it's harder for us in the beginning because we're not well known. So it's just a thing where you kind of gotta you do have to put yourself out there. Like search up events, go on Eventbrite, look up events, and they have like vendor events on there. So do vendor events and pop-up shops, and even just carry some cards with you. Leave your cards in hair stores and all that stuff, like everything. It's so many resources that are available to us. We have access to them. It's just a matter of doing research and a matter of being willing and ready to put in the time, the effort, and just telling yourself, like, I don't feel like it, but even if I give it 30 minutes, I gave it something. Even if I gave it 30 minutes, I gave it something. I didn't want to get on here and make this video, but I told myself that I was going to be different. I was going to really do my best. And so with that, I have to push myself. I want to be in a room right now, watching Emily in Paris, living my best life, relaxing, because I have to work tomorrow. But I said I was going to do this YouTube video, so let me do this. So even if you give something 30 minutes, you gave it time. But we show up for other people, their companies and everything like that. Like if you work at McDonald's, you gonna show up to McDonald's on time. If you work at a hotel, you gonna make sure you show up at a hotel on time, because that's your job. Your business is your job too. So you have to give it the same amount of effort that you're giving these other companies. So just be mindful of that and understand that everything takes time. Great things takes time, okay? So now, after I got sidetracked, once you get your sheet of paper and you write down all the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur, all the things that can happen when you are not an entrepreneur, then you want to write a piece of paper down and start setting little goals of how you can change. You can start manifesting your reality, your dreams into your reality, and say, okay, well, I got 10 pair of shoes. Let me sell 3 this month. So I'm going to make sure that I promote every other day, or every day except for on the weekends. and do footwork, go to networking events and stuff like that, so I can meet people, so I can sell at least 3 pair of shoes, at least. But you have to set a goal for yourself. See, a lot of times we look for people to help us out, when really you're the problem. Like, I'm the problem. I know that. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I get orders. Sometimes I get a bunch at once, and sometimes I won't get any. Sometimes I'll get 1 or 2. Sometimes I maybe get 10. So it varies, but I still love doing what I do. I want to work for myself, and I will. I am working for myself. So you just really have to pick up yourself and go. You gotta pick up yourself and go. Like, some of you are gonna watch this video and gonna be like, when you do that, you're the problem. Some of you are gonna watch this video and understand. It might not all been in order like I planned it, but I am drinking wine. But it might not be all in order, but you get the picture. And like I said, if you do makeup or anything beauty related, all you have to do is call family members over and say, hey, I need you on this day to use your face, or hey, I'm gonna give you this lip gloss, can you test it out? Or hey, I'm gonna give you a pair of lashes, let me know how long they last. Test them out. I wanna see how, put your face in the water and then tell me how they dry, if they bounce back. You know, I'm gonna give you these eyelash curlers for you to, like, you have, listen. Getting brand ambassadors for your stuff is good, but if you are new, just starting out, and you can't pay thousands of dollars for brand ambassadors or hundreds of dollars for brand ambassadors, you need to be your biggest brand ambassador. Or you need to get somebody that you know that is consistent on social media, who will do it for free for the product. And there you go. So listen, it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always like peaches and cream, but eventually it got better, and it'll continue to get better. Like, I think 2022 will be a great and wonderful year for me and my business, and for you all too. But you have to believe in yourself. So let's start with believing in ourselves. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this to your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your brothers, anybody who will watch. I am Makeup Notion, and goodbye.